What up, people? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Black Wealth Project. Y'all know every Sunday we come to y'all with some hot bars, some hot fire about something as it relates to black wealth and the black community. This week we'll be talking about black business owners who happen to sell their businesses once they hit some big figures. So the question is, are black business owners sellouts if they sell their business? Again, are black business owners sellouts who sell their business? So gotta say what's up to the dream team. How's everybody doing tonight?
Yo, what's
up, brother?
Now, for the record, this is the first time we have all been here at the same time. Praise Black Jesus. This is beautiful. What'd you say, Jimmy?
No, I'm just happy to be here with all my high value brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
We all here.
Well, technically, I've been deemed low value. I'm a low value beta male, whatever.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Coach Carter did definitely call you that. So I'm gonna check.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, he definitely.
I saw that uppercut Malik hit right with.
Yeah. Hey, Julia Lynn. Jabbar's here. Yep.
What's going on, Jabbar?
All right. So as folks are coming in, here's the question of the day, right? Got to start off with a little bit of fun. Out of the New Edition universe of songs, what's your top 5? Now,
New Edition songs?
The New Edition universe, the whole canon.
Oh,
all of them?
New Edition, Johnny Gill, Ralph Tresvant, BBD, and the King of R&B, Mr. Bobby Brown. Y'all do a top 5.
A top? No, you can't. A top 5. That's impossible.
Top 5. Can you do it?
Damn, yo.
You can do it.
I mean, I know what the top song is for me.
Can You Stay in the Rain? Got to be in the top 5.
Yeah. I mean, that's not my top song.
Poison got to be top 5.
I'm not saying in any order, but that's a tough one. You said the whole universe. If you said just New Edition, it may be easy. You said the whole universe.
All of them?
Sensitivity.
All right.
Sensitivity is not top 5. Sensitivity is not top 5.
Hold on.
That's a very transparent answer.
Don't forget about Johnny Gill. Now, there's a caveat.
My.
We only want Johnny Gill from the time he was New Edition, not previous.
I mean, he got a couple slaps before with what's the sister's name? He used to put
Stacey Lattisaw.
Stacey Lattisaw, yeah.
Stacey Lattisaw. Stacey Lattisaw was bomb.
I'm mad that you said Sensitivity is top 5 and their entire that big catalog. Sensitivity does not make a top 5.
No, sensitivity.
Yo, I mean, listen, that was a banger. That's not a top 5 banger.
So on our own, the Bobby Brown song from the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack.
Oh, come on.
I agree with that. So I have to handle My name is
Bobby Brown got this large ass catalog, and you chose that song.
That's my favorite Bobby Brown song.
I'm just saying though, with Bobby Brown's catalog, that's not even his top 5.
I mean,
and you're gonna use that as a top 5
song. Hold up.
I will take back Sensitivity. It's not top 5.
Okay, thank you. That's all. I'm no disrespect to the song, but it's not top 5. But Corey, I'm old enough to remember staying up late to watch Arsenio to see Bobby perform the Ghostbusters song. So like that, you know what I mean? Like,
but Bobby Brown's catalog is fire though.
Yeah. No, it is. I mean, he might got 4 of the top 5. Like,
I would no.
I mean, you got Roni. I mean, BBD got.
You got Roni. You got My Prerogative. You got, man. Listen, man. Bobby was the king of R&B.
Yo, don't be cruel. Don't be cruel.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Hold on. Bobby Brown was never the king of R&B. However,
shout out
for a minute. Listen, Bobby had a run. It was short like leprechauns, but he had a run.
Hold on. Shout out to Whitney Houston for putting that in the atmosphere. That was black love.
Bobby was. She wasn't
lying though. She wasn't lying.
When he had the reins, Bobby had the reins, and it was
short. It was a short run.
It wasn't like no 10-year run.
No,
but it was a nice couple-year run where Bobby was the man.
But
listen, man,
we have to put it in context because remember, back in the day, they would run an album for a good 2 years.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
So I think
But listen, man, we ain't even hit Belle Biv DeVoe.
Right.
When will I see you smile again?
Yes.
Can You Stand the Rain? When will I ever see?
Well,
this
Can You
smile
Stand the
again?
Rain is New Edition, but I get your
Right.
point.
Is it love?
If It Isn't Love. How about
If
one
it
of my
isn't
favorite slappers is Still in Love with You, which is came later, but that song is
Wait.
still
The album with Puff.
Yeah.
that song is fire.
Actually, I was listening to that the other day.
Real quick, want to repeat the question so everybody comes in. Out of your whole New Edition universe, out of all the New Edition universe, what's your favorite top 5 songs? Can you put together?
All right.
Some people said it's impossible.
You gotta
It's not
go
impossible.
first. You gotta go first, Kamari, because you're the one who brought this crazy ass question up. You gotta go first,
It's not
man.
impossible. Oh, by the way, I got a bone to pick with you too, Kamari.
Oh damn! All right, so listen, we gonna start with violence.
No, it's not violence. I'm not choosing violence, brother. It's out of love, man.
I'm here for it.
I feel
Listen,
some type way about
Jimmy, just don't go Kwame Brown on me. All right,
no Kwame Brown, man.
no Kwame Brown.
No mama's cooking. No mama's cooking. But here's the thing, though. You talking about Brown Sugar is the greatest hip hop movie of all time, and I feel some type way about that.
Whoa,
It's not.
did he
It's
say
not.
that?
He said that.
I said it,
He said it.
said
No,
it.
he absolutely said that. He's
and I
wrong.
stand on it.
No,
Why?
no, man. No, it's not.
Whoa, dog.
That's the debate we should be having.
We
Hold
can
on.
do that next week.
Brown Sugar over Crush Groove,
House
over B
Party.
Street,
House
over
Party.
Broken.
Yes,
I
yeah,
didn't do this.
yes,
What?
What?
absolutely.
I'm about to get Kamari drug tested. What is wrong with you, dog?
Yo, over Crush Groove, bro.
Yo,
I've never
no.
seen
Listen, I love
Brown
Crush
Sugar
Groove.
is
Whoa,
not-
Time out.
I love Crush Groove. I
No,
love
time
B
out.
Street.
No,
No,
time
time
out.
out, Kamari.
I love.
Did you hear what Freddie said?
Let me hold on. I love Crush Groove. I love Wild Style. I love B Street. I love House Party. But my number one top of hip hop classics movies, Brown Sugar.
No. Just no. But hold on, Courtney. Ho. Stop the presses. You've never seen Crush Groove?
I blame your old head.
Oh wow,
I
I
don't
missed
even
that.
blame you. I
That's
blame
why
your
we're
old head.
trying to call timeout.
I
She's
missed
never
that.
seen Crush Groove.
And listen, Tyrone just spoke up.
I blame you. I blame your old head. That's not a Courtney problem.
Tyrone, you
That's your old head.
gotta be held accountable for that, bro. Like, come on,
Yeah, I
man.
want to say Tyrone, we got to bring you to the court. It's your fault.
Tyrone said, hold up. Like, he ain't know either.
Like, who am I marrying?
Get her.
Oh,
Get her,
no.
Ty.
Yeah. You might want to put that in your vows. Like, yo, you gotta watch Crush Groove.
Do y'all have a date yet, Courtney?
Do you have a date?
Yeah.
Probably sometime next month.
All right, so before the date, y'all gotta that's gotta be a requirement before y'all actually can go through
like-
everything. Like, you gotta watch Crush Groove. Like,
Y'all gotta snuggle up, put it on the screen and watch. You gotta do that. That's a black cultural icon
Yes.
thing. You can't go into America.
I don't think you have to snuggle, but you definitely should watch it.
No, I mean, it's gonna be family time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah,
All I'm
it's a
saying
good
is-
joint. Listen, I don't think that Brown Sugar is over Disorderlies as far as hip hop movies.
damn, you going too far
Yeah,
now.
you went there.
You went too far now.
Wait a minute. Courtney, have you seen Disorderlies? Okay. So
Oh,
listen,
God.
shout outs to the Fat Boys. Shout outs to Prince Parky D.
Rest
R.I.P.
in power. Rest in power.
Rest in power. Rest in power to those
Right.
girls.
So I think that's the second or third hip
Whoa.
hop.
Hold on. Another time out. You've never seen School Days?
No, I've seen School Days several times, and Tyrone always says nonsense like that. I've seen it several times.
Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
we might have to cancel the show.
No, I've seen School Days several times.
We
First,
gotta have a Black Wealth Project watch party. Like,
hold on. Second of all, I do not find it to be the cinematic masterpiece that everybody else seems to.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you didn't see it in real time.
Yeah, I mean,
For
you can't wait till you're 40 and watch School Days.
Right.
Yeah, School Days
I did not
had to be.
hold up. Did you see Drumline?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw Drumline. Did you not see my most recent reel?
Okay, no. Oh yeah, you are. Okay, I did see your reel. I forgot. Yo, you be killing the reels. But hold on though. We gotta come up with like a list of
don't know
movies
what
and
to say to
like
this,
staples
y'all.
that we gotta see, man.
I'm a little yeah, I don't know what to say, Courtney.
And you're not off the hook with that Brown Sugar either, though. Bro. That's what you know. That's
I,
just
listen, I'm
actually
wonderful.
wrong.
I say it, I stand on it all day long.
Nah, man, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
It's not.
Crust.
You are out of order.
Listen,
Who?
it had the best writing.
Kamari.
It had the best acting. It had the best storyline. By the
You
way,
out of order, dog.
wait a minute. It also had the best soundtrack.
Best soundtrack?
Yes.
Better than Above the Rim?
No, Above the Rim soundtrack is whoa.
Yes.
Slow
There's
down.
only one song that I wrote. There's 2 songs on the Above the Rim soundtrack, and they did something janky with it.
You out of pocket.
Tupac's Pain on there is only on, I think it's either on the CD or the cassette tape. That's like Tupac's best song, in my opinion, and it's not on all of the soundtrack. Matter of fact, I can't even find Pain on streaming platforms.
The thing,
So it's not
honestly,
going on.
so Jim, you can't really use Kamari on this because he's Philadelphia centric. Like Summertime in the LBC is like one of the best summer records of ever on that soundtrack. Lady in Rage was on that soundtrack. There was some joints on there.
I mean,
There's some
Kamari's
joints
out of his
on there.
damn mind.
The
I
Juke
don't think it's
soundtrack,
better than
the
Brown
Juke
Sugar
soundtrack
soundtrack.
was insane. Like, there's
Yo.
so many of them. Like, you out of pocket, yo.
I chose violence.
Right.
You definitely chose
You
violence.
can like,
You
listen,
did.
the thing is,
You
Kamari, you can like what you like.
absolutely.
That's okay.
You
We're
out
not
of your
saying you
damn
can say that's
mind.
your favorite, but best hip hop of all time. Stop it.
Listen, I say
It
what
can be
I
your favorite though.
y'all ain't come with no refutable facts. The love story between Drake
And
and
depending upon how you want to take it, Boys in the Hood soundtrack was fire, too. Like, I mean,
Anyway,
too much. I'm a Philly cat. Too much West Coast.
Yeah. So you're right. You're right. You're
You're
one-minded. You're single-minded. You're not one-minded. Of course.
Oh, I'm single-minded. Okay, Malik. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, don't worry.
Is Tracy in the woods? Can we time out for a second? Tracy look like he's in the woods. Is this the Blair Witch Project? What's going on?
No, Tracy's
There's
coming from.
there's 3 soundtracks where you have to have. You have to have the Whitney Houston soundtrack to the Bodyguard.
that's
Right.
fire. Not even.
You gotta have the oh my God, what's the one where it was the family joint in the 90s?
Crooklyn.
No, I see
Brooklyn.
Tyrone said Boomerang. That's another one. That sounds-
Boomerang,
that Boomerang is
soul
a classic.
food, soul food.
What
Oh,
about
wait, Corey, one more soundtrack. You gotta have the Dead President soundtrack. It's probably the best soundtrack of
Oh
all
yeah.
But I want to say like Crooklyn, like these aren't necessarily hip hop movies, right?
Blues.
Like movies based off of solely hip hop. I wouldn't just because it's black. I wouldn't say it's like a hip hop movie, right? But
It was Waiting to Exhale. Tyrone put it in the Jones. I couldn't
Yeah,
think of the
that's what I
name.
said. Waiting to Sell, Soul Food.
Soul Food. Yo, Whitney had 3 banging movie soundtracks.
And I mean, Kamari, I'm ashamed of you too, man. What about Streets is Watching? That's technically a movie soundtrack.
It is in a soundtrack.
It is, though. I mean,
It's a movie in a soundtrack.
yeah,
Listen, man, all this love is for free. Better come and get some.
Listen, man, Chris John's first album is a classic, by the way.
the first album.
Yes, Chris
I
John.
got it. I know it's a classic.
Oh, no.
No, it's a
Chris
classic.
John's first album is definitely a classic. I
It's a
go
classic.
find it all day.
It's a classic.
Their
Thank you.
first singles, their only album.
Hold on, Courtney.
No,
I
they
can't
have
hear
one
you.
album, and it's a classic.
Yeah, something
Courtney,
wrong with
you're on mute.
something wrong with your sound.
Oh, I have a question. What about Return of the Mac? Where does that fit in?
Return of the Man.
As a hip hop artist song or just a song?
It's a song on a soundtrack. It's a soundtrack song.
It's like in there somewhere. It's in there.
Yeah, it's definitely a soundtrack song.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
not
well, listen,
familiar
y'all.
with it.
We are all over the place, but let's get to the meat and
Yeah,
potatoes.
because you said top 5 new edition songs. Nobody's
You
trying to do
started,
that.
yeah, you started with violence with that
I
question.
did.
bro.
I did. It's my fault. It's my fault. But listen, y'all, this is the Blackwell Project. We are here every Sunday at 7 p.m. talking about topics that are relevant to Black wealth in the Black community, but overall, just very important things like what's the best hip hop movie ever, and it's Brown Sugar. But however,
Kamari thinks it's the one with the hip hop Dalmatians.
we're gonna move on to the topic of the day, right? So listen, the topic of the day is: are Black business owners sellouts for selling their businesses? So we've had Bob Johnson, we've had Jay-Z with Tidal, we've had Carol's daughter, Oprah just sold out to OWN. We had Tristan Walker with Bevel selling to Procter and Gamble. I forget the brother's name at Shea Butter, Shea Moisture. Rich Lou. Dennis Lou, right?
No, it's Richelieu Dennis.
Richard Lou Dennis. But a lot of these folks caught flack. Even Barry Gordy when he sold Motown, right? And so we wanted to talk about this tonight because we wonder, what do y'all think? Do y'all really consider these folks sellouts? So first and foremost, Corey, you up? What you got? What do you think?
You got to put sellout in context, right? Because you can't tell people what to do with their business, right? Because you don't know all of the circumstances that it took for their business to get where it was at. You don't know what the competition was for that business. You don't know a lot of the factors that go into that. So to say they sell out without having all of the facts, I'm not willing to do that. On the other hand, though, when you built your business off of selling products to Black people and having it being sold as an all Black product, and then you sell it to some, 6F company, then is now it don't have the luster and the allure that it once had. And so what you do with the money after you get it probably is more important to me than actually selling the business. But what kind of opportunities do you create by selling that business? So you might create some opportunities, but nobody hires more Black people than Black businesses. So there's a lot of factors in it.
Okay, Malik, what do you got on this?
I hope to one day exit a business. I hope you'll call me a sellout, because my goal is to build a business big enough that somebody acquires it, and it will be to the person with the right price, right? I mean, eventually I'm going to want to sit down, and I'll maybe take a board seat, maybe I take something, but I would love to exit a business and someone buy me out. So I'll leave it at that.
All right, Jimmy, what you got?
I just want to start by saying, if you was really from Philadelphia, you would have said state property. But I think that it's difficult. It's difficult to kind of call someone a sellout because we just don't know everything that's going on. I watched an interview with the sister from Carol's daughter, and she was talking about the stress of keeping the business afloat and why selling it just made complete business sense as opposed to holding it for the sake of holding it and watching it go down the drain. So you have to have more information and more data. But she also talked about how hurt she was with the backlash from the community when she made that sale, because everybody didn't have all the data. So you can't call someone really a sellout. And Corey's point is excellent too. Like, what happens when they sell the business? Bob Johnson created multiple other companies and employed more Black people by selling BET. He has a publicly traded REIT right now that's run by a sister. He has a couple other companies that are run by Black folks. So it's like, what do you do with the money you acquire, right? So this is part of the game. But I also understand the other side of it as well, because we want to have something that's ours that gets to the level of some of these other companies. But to be honest, this is actually a conversation that leads to reparations in a long about way, because that's the only way to ever be made whole. So now when I go to look to sell my business, maybe I could sell it to someone who looks like me. Right now, that's really not possible if we're scaling to a certain point.
Okay, Courtney, what do you think?
I think everybody made the points. I mean, we don't have all the facts and circumstances about what the sale is. And I think ultimately the goal is for businesses are perpetual entities, so they continue forever, but humans are not. So at some point, the business is going to have to go somewhere. Now, I think it's aspirational to keep it in the family, but even by being, I'm a third generation entrepreneur. Even my business is my father's business is not my business and will never be my business. My great grandfather's business is not my grandfather's business. He was a barber. I can't do hair to save my life. So again, like sometimes it's aspirational to want to keep it in the family, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And I think it was Jimmy's point in terms about having the money for and to a certain extent, to Malik's point about having money or receiving money from the highest bidder. Sometimes that highest bidder doesn't look like us. Now, I was frustrated with Carol's daughter, Lisa. I think her name is Lisa Price.
Right. Yeah.
I was frustrated with her when she did sell the business because I was very much a fan of the Carol's daughter product as it was out of, I think she was out of Brooklyn. And I love the product and I love the formulation. When it went to mass market, the formulation changed. And I've noticed that at least when it comes to our hair care products is that the reason why they work so well is that they're natural. But one of the problems with it being natural is that it's not shelf stable. So you're kind of like a push and pull. And so I think I understand where everybody's coming from, and I understand where her like kind of loyal followers were like, yo, what did you do? Not necessarily just that you sold, but you changed the formulation. And the reason why we loved your products is because of the formulation. So it's like, what happens when you do sell and the mission of the business changes by you selling?
Right. I'll say this. I think many times we're hurt. I think Jimmy said this. We're hurt because we see the aspiration of all of this. We want to all win. And then many times we're disappointed. But on the other side, many of us don't recognize that business owners put everything that they have into these businesses. Many people don't realize a lot of business owners wind up getting bad credit, go through bankruptcy a lot of times to build up these businesses. So they put everything that they have in these businesses. And the only way they can really extract the value is to sell. And sadly, we don't have many other Black-owned businesses who are able to buy. And so that's a reality of the Black community and how Black wealth hasn't been built up enough so we can be self-sustaining in those ventures. I mean, so it's a really hard thing. I mean, I think Bob Johnson probably got it the most. He still gets it to this day. But people don't realize that, again, it's really, really hard to get to the top in terms of money-wise, right? And then, like Courtney said, to sell to another Black-owned business. So, Tracy, you just rejoined us. Welcome. So you are the last, so you get to close out this point. We wanted to know, what are your thoughts about Black businesses who sell to non-Black buyers, right? Or are Black businesses who sell out, are Black businesses who sell their business sell out? So what's your take on it?
I think as of late, that model has kind of looked a little bit different. Selling your business to a non-Black entity doesn't always have to be a non-ownership space. And sometimes these entities that you're selling to potentially may have a better distribution, a larger audience, or space where you can gain more market share or more access than what your current sphere of influence would have allowed. And I'm not sure, because I was off, if anybody discussed that sale of the champagne that Jay-Z had.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Okay.
Armand de Brijac.
Armand, yes. That was huge from the space of he partnered with Armand due to his history and his jaded history with Cristal and LVMH and their ownership to combat and thwart some of the racism. He built a brand literally off of his back with Armand, and then realized that he doesn't have the level of distribution, market share, and space that Cristal and their brand has. So he resold it back to them in order to gain market share. And now he's 50% owner of the brand as a global brand now.
Shout out to Jay. Jay made
that's a huge move.
Real quick, Tracy, what's your favorite hip hop movie of all time? I'm just asking.
I heard part of this conversation before my phone went off.
Just asking.
Oh, yeah.
Shade. Don't answer that question, Tracy.
I mean,
we won't stay on topic, Tracy.
Listen. It's because I'm a hip hop head. I cannot go with Brown Sugar, although I love Brown Sugar.
But we all love Brown Sugar.
Yeah. It's not hip hop. It's not hip hop, especially not if you could say you was with hip hop when hip hop first began.
Wait. Did you just say Brown Sugar's not hip hop?
No, I'm saying it's not original. Like, there were a lot of people that came before Brown Sugar.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with it being the best. It's the best.
He said it's so matter of fact too.
Love of my life. All right, ask me that. All right, here's a question. You know what? I'm not going to do it because we're going to be way off topic.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to ask though. But But no, that's the thing though. That's what I mean about having the data and understanding why someone sells their business and also what they get in return. And I think to your point, Kamari, the reason why Bob Johnson quoted so bad is just because of the name of his business, right? I think that's a lot to do with it. Like a white person owning Black Entertainment Television just feels nasty. Like it's the name. Yeah, like all the other ones, like the name wasn't Black Entertainment Television. That just felt nasty.
But you know what? I mean, yeah, but here's a question. You got, and I hate to do this, but I got to go there, right? We got Puffy, we got Master P, we have Russell Simmons, we have Andre Harrell. You mean to tell me they couldn't create a Black entertainment platform to rival that?
Puff has Revolt. Master P had Bounce TV. It didn't work. They tried.
Okay, Revolt is relatively new. BET was sold, what, like 20 years ago?
Puff didn't have the money he has now 20 years ago to do a TV network.
Yeah.
So is it really just about money?
Yeah,
because you got to give viewership.
If Oprah couldn't pull it off, Puffy definitely can't pull it off.
If who couldn't pull it off?
If Oprah
had the sub to Discovery.
Plus, I don't even look at entertainers anyway. Bob Johnson wasn't an entertainer; he was a business who knew how to put deals together. So a lot of times, we're the only community, right? We like to look at our celebrities like, why can't they do this? Like, I mean, I don't want to get into that. That's a whole other.
Well, the reason, no, Jimmy, I make that same point all the time, right? But this would be their platform that they could own. It will be a form of distribution for them. So that I 1000% agree with you. But in this instance, it will be an extension of their business. So
I'm gonna say this about Puffy though. When all the other stations cut Mr. Farrakhan off when he was going off this summer, Puffy put him on. He was like, "Look, I run this," and he put Puff on. I mean, he put Minister Farrakhan on.
Yep.
So we could talk all the trash about Puff that we talk, but when it came time to put his, leverage where his mouth was, he did. So, like I said,
I was just saying Comcast won't pick him up.
Yeah.
I said that's why Comcast won't pick him up.
No, I wasn't talking trash about him. I just hate that in our community. That's something that we tend to do, and not just this situation, but all situations. We always look for a celebrity as opposed to the regular folks. We got a lot of brilliant business minds in our community, but we are always looking for celebrities.
Byron Allen out there owning 1,500 TV stations.
Still can't get on Comcast.
And by the way, Kamari, when Irv Gotti tried to set up a distribution company, next thing you know, he had
he got federally indicted.
All the seven stretches on his top.
And I guess the fact that he was like besties with some of the biggest people in that life that had nothing to do with it. But okay.
No. I mean, listen.
No. I'm cool with it. I think Irv's a genius. I mean,
he's highly underrated. Irv Gotti started a lot of people's careers.
He did. He started X's career. So
you see what happened to Dr. Cosby when he tried to buy NBC? No, man.
But listen, I want to go back to a point Tracy made. Right? She talked about deal structures. So we can see Jay-Z at the forefront of that right now, right? So not only did he sell a champagne, but he also sold a major sticking title. However, he's retained ownership in both. So it really goes to show that you can sell and still maintain some level of ownership and potentially use that to maneuver you to a bigger level. What's the saying? Would you rather own 100% of a $1,000 company, or would you rather own 1% of $1 million company? And I mean, so that's kind of the game he's been playing. Same thing with Tristan Walker. Tristan Walker sold Bevel. If y'all ever remember, Nas was featured in those commercials. So did the Procter & Gamble.
Because Nas had ownership stake in Bevel.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That's a major key.
Yeah. But no, listen.
Don't even that sound.
But that's awesome, right? So now in this new era, it's not always a 100% sell. I mean, the title deal got Puffy along with Nicki Minaj and Rihanna and many of the other artists in that deal stock and
Square,
thank you. That's major. That's
it
is.
Well, this is what I mean by saying having all the data. I know that Tristan Walker got a huge percentage of P&G stock. Who wouldn't want that? Like, who wouldn't want that? you move into a different, kind of a more managerial role, but all the infrastructure and everything's already set up for you. Now you can scale at a different level.
Right.
And now you have resources to do other projects.
Now, who's Courtney, help me. My man was Shea Butter. He sold to, I forget the company. It's a European company.
I think it was Unilever. I'm pretty sure.
Unilever. But he wound up creating a VC fund. It was either a VC fund or a private equity fund for black business women.
Correct. That sounds right. It was like was it related to Madam T.J. Walker Tracy? So yeah, that's what he did. And I think that goes to the point of what do you do?
He bought the Walker house.
Yeah.
The Walker estate.
But not only did he do that, he also came back and brought Essence and made Essence black owned again.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And I think that's the conversation. Like, are we selling something that we created on a small level or an interim level to level up to now create a bigger opened up market share where we have opportunities that are limitless? So is it really a sale or is it really leverage to springboard to another level?
Right, partnership. I mean, and then a lot of times you got to look at it like it's a black-owned company, but how many black employees do they really have? Right? I know it's a company here in Philly who is a black-owned company, don't got one black employee. Is it still supported? I'm saying, like, it's still a black-owned company in that way. And if they sold that company out to anybody, is that selling out? I don't think so. I think that if we look at it like a real sellout, you think of like Bud Fox. Bud Fox was a real sellout.
Yeah, I mean,
my thing is we gotta look at the difference between ownership and control. Right?
Correct.
Because ownership, like, I can buy one piece of stock and have ownership in the stock, but I don't have any control over what that stock does.
Right.
So are you giving up control over what goes on when you give up that ownership stake? That's the question, right? Because Jay-Z sold half of his company, but did he give up control? He didn't give up the controlling interest, right? And he
did give up control and interest of a title.
I'm talking about for the champagne.
Okay.
Yeah, he was 50% of the champagne.
Yeah, title was dead anyway. Title was dead in the water anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, I love my title, so no.
I have title.
I have title.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're gonna stop that right there. But you said Bud Fox. Did you say Bud Fox was a sellout?
He said Bud Fox.
Bud Fox was a sellout.
Blue Horseshoe Love Anacott still Bud Fox?
Yeah, somebody's watching Wall Street this week. All right, so listen, y'all. Let's check in with our folks, real quick. So I know we spoke to Jabbar earlier.
Jabbar, what's up, brother?
Here.
He said all my favorites. My man. Hey, Monica.
Monica, what's going on?
All right, the wife says impossible. Asking the question.
Yeah, man, that's that new edition question.
You wrong for that.
Listen, hey, Crystal.
Old gang is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Adrian.
Hey,
Adrian.
Bobby was the king of R&B. What you smoking, Corey?
That wasn't Corey. That was that. Or she's saying that he wasn't. I'm trying to get what she's saying.
Yeah, she's trying to say that he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Come on, man.
He was never the king of R&B.
It was a leprechaun run, but Bobby was the king of R&B for a short period of time.
It was short.
Okay. Keith Sweat.
No Keith Sweat slander.
Yeah, that was
definitely. Right. Bobby was the bad boy king of R&B. Bobby had the walk, so Chris Brown could run.
Yes, I'm with you, Andrea. Yes.
Right, Andrea. What's up, Jabbar? How you doing, brother?
No, what's up,
here.
That's hilarious. Don Johnson's in the building. All right, what's good, people? Black offenders are back together. Yes.
That's good.
Indeed.
Did y'all see Don's video with that John he has he has a big picture
flag in the back?
That flag is hard body.
No, I didn't see it. Where's it at?
It's on his page. Go to his page. He had this video with his flag of all his black heroes on it, but it was amazing.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Black heroes of old or black heroes of new?
No, of old, like ancestors. Like it's just amazing. It's fire. Listen, that flag was hot, man. That flag was hotter than the spoon in Kensington. But that's either here nor there.
Oh,
hotter than a spoon in Kensington, though. Hey, don't no spoons get hotter than those, dog.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Brown sugar. Brown sugar. Listen, y'all gonna stop hating on my brown sugar.
Oh my goodness.
It's not. It's just not the goat though. You went too far with that one.
Yeah, it's just that you bumped your head and lost your mind a little bit. That's all.
No, that's not good.
All right, I don't see Don's picture.
It's on his page.
Video.
It's a video. It's on a video, but it's on there though. Because he was actually trying to name all the different, like, you know, he was trying to see if he could name all the folks on there.
Don, do me a favor. Put that link in the comments, and I'll pull it up. I want to see it now. I want to see it.
I'm definitely ordering one. I'm stealing this whole swag.
So since
Go ahead, Courtney.
I'm trying to put it wrong.
y'all done, or y'all done? Y'all finished? Y'all done?
Is you down or is you stupid? Go ahead, Courtney. What you got? What you got?
I think it's a very good point. We were talking about scale. I think, who was it, Corey?
It was Jimmy. That was me.
I'm not talking to me. But I think scalability is a really important factor that we, as a lot of entrepreneurs, forget, is that we expect to do everything for ourselves or have like very little kind of influence or help from others or other kind of outsourcing. And I think that also hinders our ability to sell. I think a lot more businesses would be able to be in the position to sell if we actually put ourselves in position to scale. Because you can't sell, I mean, you can't sell yourself. You like can't clone yourself. And I think we actually limit the progression of our businesses by trying to do everything in a business.
Facts.
At me next time.
All right. All right. So, school days is a staple. Absolutely, it is.
Absolutely. It is.
Can we say?
I mean, according to Tyrone, you didn't.
Hey,
No.
listen, I'm not going to question your blackness. I'm just going to question your old heads, Crystal.
Yeah. But wait. But the question is, Crystal, what movies have you not seen? Inquiring minds want to know.
Crystal,
Listen, I never question anyone's blackness, but I will question your old heads real quick.
Right. Tyrone. Correct.
All right. So Adrian says she was a Kappa sweetheart when School Days came out, and some of the chapter went to see it together. Dang, that was a long time ago.
Come on, Adrian. Let me go.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Y'all make a list of my C's. All right, we're going to do that.
Yeah, we can handle that.
We're going to do that.
No, Mark Hill put on his page like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did he? On my C's?
It was like the top 50.
I gotta check it and see how valid.
Yeah.
All right, Above the Rim soundtrack is legendary, but Boomerang soundtrack is the greatest.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
I'm with you on Boomerang.
I'm not gonna argue.
LaFace had a run. Can we talk about how LaFace had a run?
LaFace.
Yeah, man.
LaFace definitely had a run.
They did.
I mean, listen, LaFace got Outkast and TLC and Tony Braxton out the mud and took them to all-time highs. And to this day, Usher too. But to this day, Outkast still gives L.A. Reid the credit for all that. Yep. All right, so what's up, Willard? Amari, nah, bro. Here's a late entry that knocks out Brown Sugar straight out of Compton. No,
Nice.
not really.
Hey, listen, is Moonwalker considered hip hop or no?
No.
Don't start her. But hold on though. Could we talk about how Babyface produced everything on that soundtrack though?
Wrote, produced. Yeah.
Waiting to XL?
Yeah, like he literally wrote every song and produced
Listen,
every song.
Babyface is a genius.
That's insane. That's insane.
But I wouldn't call Waiting to Excel a hip hop soundtrack though.
No, I think we were generally talking
Just
about
name it
that.
Grace. Yeah,
Okay.
great soundtrack.
And we were also talking about like 90s soundtracks.
Listen,
But
Mo Better Blues has one of the best soundtracks ever.
yes.
Growing up in Harlem. Yeah, Harlem Blues is crazy,
Soundtracks
yeah.
used to be so fire though. Like there was a lot of fire soundtracks out
I
there.
mean, the Black Panther soundtrack wasn't bad either though.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Come on, man. Did you like the what's the recent one that came out? The Fred Hampton joint.
I didn't listen to that one yet.
I like Fred Hampton's joint.
That's
It
pretty
was
good.
cool. I love the Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle joint. This is what it feels like. Selling a business is business. It's an extra strategy. I don't see the problem.
It's not. But can we talk about Moonwalker for a second?
You about to get Tracy started.
We can't get to these comments.
But the claymation bunny, like I think that's something important to talk about.
You about to start her off.
The claymation bunny?
Yes.
Man, listen.
There. That's
Okay.
it. That's all I say.
All right, cool. Russell deliberately built Def Jam to sell it, and he planned it from 97 to 2001. During that Def Jam 2000 campaign, I thought it was genius.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. He had a run too.
Like the music that came out of that era, though, we still play it
to this day. To this day.
To this day. To this day.
Yes. Like it came out yesterday.
All right, so Adrian says, Lasai, I understand from a business perspective why someone may sell, and honestly, it's their business, not a community-owned business. There is a part of me that wishes we could hold on to our businesses and build huge Black-owned businesses. Yeah.
I was watching something recently about it was a packing company that everybody that they hired got a piece of the business so that they didn't have high turnover. So the owner gave everybody that worked there a small ownership stake. And so to keep the turnover down. Because he was having problems hiring.
Real quick, man, get back to it. I watched the video the other day of a gentleman who owns a trucking company, and everybody that he hired, like 10 guys in a room, and they all had like 17 years or better in prison system and came out, and he was able to employ them.
I saw that video.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right, Don Johnson says no. Every business needs to have an exit strategy plan or exit plan. Everything has a price. But on the other hand, when you market your business as a Black business for Black people, then sell to pale faces, that's a little off.
Here's what I'll say about that though. And Courtney brought it up too. You talked about the healthcare products or hair products. When that happens, we got to go support somebody else. That means now there's an opportunity for somebody else to jump in that space. You know what I mean? Like if Carol's daughter is not providing you what you need in terms of natural products, that means that now there's an opening in the market. We got to, shift our money to somebody else.
I mean, so piggybacking off of you, Jimmy, right? Mm-hmm. Should we pick a handful of let's use hair care, right? Small hair care producers, throw all our energy behind them to blow them up. Would that be the play?
Yeah, because that cuts a lot of people out of the market. So I'm going to say no, because then it's 12 of one, half dozen of the other, right? Because if you build those businesses big, then they can hire folks. But then if you're cutting out a gang of entrepreneurs that would have an opportunity had that we didn't build those up, so I kind of get the point. I kind of get the point that you're making, but it's kind of hard because what do you do with all of those other entrepreneurs? Do you just hire them, or what? How do you make it right with all of those other entrepreneurs?
Okay, fair point. All right, so Adrian says, didn't the guy who sold Shea Moisture buy Essence? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a gangster move. I loved it. Don Johnson, thank you, sir. Make sure everyone head over to YouTube and like and sub. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Y'all know we are fighting the algorithms, so please like, share, sub as much as possible. All right, generational wealth is a factor in Black people holding businesses. Jimmy spoke to this with reparations.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a part of this conversation, yeah.
All right, here we go. Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are, but you are a genius. Brown Sugar, favorite movie.
Right, a favorite, not best.
Right.
A favorite, not best.
Listen,
Thank you.
They didn't name any other movie though. They said Brown Sugar, so I singled it out. All right, to this day, yes, BET sucks.
Oh, you don't like Trap Queen's American Gangster?
That is actually a good series. I watched it.
All right, Facebook user, do me a favor. Give StreamYard permission to show us who you are. All right, Fred B. What's up, Fred B?
Yo, what's going on, Fred?
Darius Quarles. What's up? I think he's
Darius Quarles.
Shout out to all them bros, right? They have a huge business they're building. And these are young brothers. A lot of them from Morehouse. And I see them tagging them in the convo to have them come look at this because their businesses, folks are trying to acquire their business right now, and they have a huge business. So
can you say the name of it or what that?
Bro Capital.
Bro Capital.
Yeah, BREAU.
Capital BREAUX. Capital.
Yeah. And you can check them out. They were on the bottom
All
of the podcast,
capitals.
by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Capitalize the bro.
But they got some 6Fs that's like now looking at see like now that they've built their business out, they're like, trying to make some offers. But shout out to you, Fred. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay. So this is Bro Capital right here. Did I get it right, Corey?
No, man.
No, he spelled it out, Kamari.
B-R.
I'm not there yet, Malik. You don't understand how to comment.
You put it on the screen though.
E-R-A-U-X.
You put it on the screen. I'm gonna tell you right
You're always choosing violence for me, man. I'm doing love.
Gotta be helpful. Yes.
Yeah, y'all was choosing
Fred,
violence
help
for me.
me out. Look, Fred in the comments is giving you the link, and he gives
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Courtney.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Courtney. Thank you for not choosing violence for me, Courtney. Tell you.
Yo, God.
But for people like y'all, I don't need enemies.
I didn't get there yet. You changed the screen though, bro.
You did,
man.
I know.
Something wrong with you, Kamari.
Man, I tell y'all the worst, man. Trying to show the brother love. And I get clowned for trying to show the brother love.
No, man. We're not clowning you. We just saying.
Oh, Malik listen, Corey, I heard the intonation of his voice. He definitely was clowning. Malik's always clowning. Every chance he gets. Every chance he gets. Y'all know it.
Yo, this is amazing.
Y'all know David Ruffin is on that.
Oh my God.
Always. All right. So let's redo it again.
Bros, that's the bros.
That's the bros right there.
All right, black men have been overlooked for too long. This is dope. Love the site.
Yeah, man.
I love it. I love it.
So I don't know if we can do anything to help, but this is dope. This is dope.
Listen, man. And these brothers are getting to it, man. Like,
man.
You gotta check out Darius TED Talk. He bodied his TED Talk too. So, but yeah, they good brothers, man. They all embody his university too. So shout to them.
I love it.
All right. So Crystal says, right now, not everyone has the business acumen to understand that, Corey. Facts. But everyone is quick to criticize. Until more of us are in positions to sell, to like y'all said, we have to play who can.
The sister is a video. I think she was talking to Oprah, somebody, but she was saying, I think it was Oprah, but she was saying just how hurt she was, the backlash she got, and how she had to like get offline for a while because she said she thought everybody was gonna be excited for her, but that's not what happens.
Wrong answer.
That's not what happens on Twitter. And,
But
the vitriol was so bad that she said it really hurt her.
It does, but I just had this conversation. I said not everybody's going to understand your mission or your purpose, and that you have to. And as a business owner, and this doesn't matter. And this doesn't matter if you're as big as Oprah or somebody around starting something out of their apartment. You kind of have to hold that very close to you because a lot of people aren't going to understand it because they have your mission, they don't have your purpose, and they don't get it. Like when Richard Lou got the business when he sold Shea Moisture, people were like calling for his head. They were like, it was just really, really nasty. He did and I actually not listened to Lovey, her podcast before, but for somebody passed it to me and said, yo, she's having this conversation with Richard Lou. And he was really sharing kind of the same point Oprah did. He was hurt. He was like, yo, like, give me a second. Like, I just think just because I don't understand what you're doing, like down the road, I don't feel like I have the right to criticize. I may not understand it, but I'm not going to come for your throat because hey, you're doing something way bigger than what I'm.
Can I tell you about the other side of that though?
You want to push back a little bit?
Huh?
You about to push back a little bit?
Just a little bit.
But you gotta say it, Corey. You gotta say it. I'm gonna push back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta push back a little bit. I gotta push up in my seat a little bit because Courtney come with the gunshots. But anyway, on the other side of that is the people who helped him build those businesses, black people, want that product to stay the same. And then when you give that product to one of these conglomerates, they change it and do all kinds of weird stuff to it. And now it's not the product that I bought. So now you forcing me to go find another product when I gave you my time and my energy. It's like somebody who's been in a relationship with somebody and they feel like they wasted their time in that relationship. And so that's how those people react to those people selling that business. It don't have anything to do with money.
Facts.
I agree with you.
That's a nice shirt, by the way, Corey.
Damn, Jimmy, you just stepped through. I was literally just about to say that. I was literally just about to say that red shirt looks awesome.
Listen, I'm just out here giving out assists, man. I'm like, I'm
thanks
like
for the
man.
It's a great shirt, man. Matches your hat perfectly. Is that the bottom hood shirt? Hat? That the bottom hood hat?
Yeah. Hold on.
Man, perfect combination.
I got the, Thanks.
All right.
Where's my hat? I have a hat.
You gotta buy one.
Okay, well, I will. I buy stuff all the time. I don't see the hat though. Anyway, but
it's not on the website.
See,
we special order the hats.
Thank you. But I think to your point, Corey, I don't think that's what happened with Shea Moisture. I don't think their formulation did change. I do know that for a fact with Carol's daughter, but I don't know if that happened on the other side. So I think to your point is that if it does change and we've kind of spent all this time and this energy finding, basically getting something to meet our needs, and then it changes, it is hurtful. It is hurtful, but it does give people.
People who just wanted to support a black business. Like, all right, even if the formulation don't change, it's no longer a black business. Black people are looking to support black businesses. And you sell this business to somebody else, now I gotta go look for another black business.
You know what? That's the thing. We talk a lot about like black folks not supporting black businesses, but a lot of times when we find a business that's black that has a quality product, we do get behind it. We actually
run it up.
But that's also why it kind of hurt, because shea butter has a connotation to it too. Like selling shea butter to a 6F is kind of like, wow, it's almost like BET. Like, I shouldn't own shea butter.
I mean, even me, right? You got somebody like me who's known as someone that doesn't spend a lot of money, but even today, I went to 8 different sneaker stores to find a pair of sneakers that was below $100 that I like. I found them $85, right? But
hold on, Malik. I gotta ask. You said you went to 8. So did you spend the same amount on gas that you were looking to save? I'm just curious. Did you factor that in?
No.
8 stores?
I was already at the Target. It was a spot there.
You were at
then
Target?
2nd Street and then South Street.
You were at Target looking for sneakers?
No, I was at Target looking for other stuff, but the sneaker store was next door. But if Target had nice sneakers, I would have bought them.
Listen, bro, that's inspirational to me. I get inspired by your frugalness.
So,
inspirational.
But Malik, I don't get the point that you just made with the sneakers and the
black. You cut me off before I can finish the point as well.
Oh, sorry.
So what I'm saying is,
I chose violence.
Right. So where I don't see, I did all that to find sneakers below $100, but at the same time, I just bought 2 pairs of Sayas for $350 a piece. I'm saying for supporting black, and I bought for $350, and I can't wait till his next iteration comes out, and those are all $200. Probably gonna buy 3 or 4 pairs of those, right? And support a independently owned black business, right? And so it's like they were saying, like finding the product, finding value in it, and sticking with it. And Jimmy was saying, like if we find it, we like it, we will pay for it, we will support it. And I've never paid more than $140 for a pair of sneakers, and here I am paying $350 for sneakers. That ain't me at all.
Shout out to Malik for spending $700 on sneakers with a black-owned business. I want to be like him one day.
Shout out to Jimmy for making sure that Malik is safe in these streets by making sure that he has the side mirror.
Yes, my brother got his mirror fixed. He out here, man.
Well, Malik missed that joke, right? So Malik, last week I said, Jimmy, did you buy Malik's mirror? Because everybody knows Malik's cheap. So he finally got the mirror.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. Malik actually took care of it, but he said safety first, man. He out here now.
All right. So, all right. Did we get to this one yet?
Yeah, we did that one already.
We got to get to Adrian's point, though, because she ain't here trying to slander Keith Sweat, and I'm not going for that, man.
Listen.
You can't do that.
I'm here for it, though. I completely.
Listen, Jimmy has given all his love to Keith Sweat. You know,
I'm gonna tell you why Keith Sweat is one of my favorites.
I don't do pause. I'm too old to do pause. I can't keep up.
I don't do pause.
I'll leave that to you young folks.
Okay, that's cool. Listen, though. I'm gonna tell you why that's problematic, right? Because Keith Sweat is a legend for the simple fact that he's not the greatest singer, but he has the audacity to go out there with that voice and make hit after hit after hit. So I can't slander a man that has that kind of confidence. Like, that's why he's a legend. He's top 5.
That voice is absolutely Garbito.
And he's a former stockbroker too, by the way. So we'll put that out there. He started as a stockbroker that sang karaoke and made a whole career out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow, I never knew that.
Never knew.
But listen though, if you look up his hits though, Keith Sweat got hits and he produced a lot of hits for a lot of other folks.
Yeah, he's definitely written and produced and done a bunch of stuff.
Drew Hill, Silk, all of them. Like they all got Keith Sweat's But anyway, no Keith Sweat's name. Keith Sweat's a legend.
Yo, man.
But Demi, I need to understand, like you have these hard stances on stuff. So it was tonight is Keith Sweat. Last week though, it was Chick-fil-A. Like, what's up with that?
What you said? What we talking about?
Oh God!
Like
God.
what we talking about though? Like, what was your question again?
God, no.
Wow,
John,
you
no.
really ride that hard for them. We need to
Listen,
get you a franchise.
As a signature member, and by the way, that's the top 1% of Chick-fil-A users across the country. You can't be slandering Chick-fil-A, man. And Don, before you start, Don, don't get in the comments talking slanderous. I know Don is already about to talk something.
Yeah,
crazy.
man, you that damn trash truck juice.
Oh man,
That's God's food.
all right. So listen, what's up, Talisha? What's up, Talisha? For having that last interview on Botherhood. I haven't got through the whole thing, but it was dope from what I heard.
Oh yeah, Talisha brought the fire. She's on the most recent episode of the Botherhood podcast talking about the blockchain and why our black folks need to be studying the blockchain. So it's an amazing episode. Classic material.
So Talisha says, what constitutes a black-owned company, as well as attributes it should possess?
Great
so
question.
To me,
That is
a black-owned
great
business
question.
is at least 51% black. It's owned by a black person. The attributes, that's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation.
I'm sorry, I
That's
shouldn't be laughing. I just saw Don comments.
I ain't going back. I knew Don was coming with the slander before. That's why I said that. I'm gonna ignore that, man. I'm not choosing violence, like
Hey, Latoya, how you doing? Thanks for
Latoya,
joining us.
what's up, Latoya?
Hey, what's going on?
Latoya's here for Above the Rim. All right, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at
Also,
that.
constitutes a black business is definitely 51% ownership. Also, black employees, like Malik was saying, like there's some black-owned companies that don't got no black employees. So, do you put money or do you put time back into the communities where that needed the most? Money and time work. Sometimes money ain't plentiful, but time work. So
yeah, that's a hard mountain to climb, though.
The time when.
Well, I mean, let's look at Tidal. I don't believe that. I mean, outside of maybe some of the content providers and some of the other folks that were over top of content, I don't know how many engineers were at Tidal, but he still made a way to make sure the wealth got
distributed. He made a lot of black people a lot of money with Tidal, though. So
that's my point.
But if you ever see the employees in that joint was 6F Central.
6F Central, my fault.
Oh my God.
So it's a rough thing. It's a rough thing. All right, a factor that appears to be overlooked, the supply chain. That's a fact. That's a fact that oftentimes we do not talk about when evaluating the level of equality that companies provide. For example, again, Moet, right, on Tennessee. For a long time, they wasn't doing no business with no black folks. Now, it seems like that's changed, though. Elizabeth's here. What's up, Elizabeth?
Hey, Liz.
Bar's about to fly.
Mad damn bar dropper.
All right, so Monica says the Soul Train series on BET was okay. All right.
It was. That actually was, though. Like, when we look at Don Cornelius, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Don Cornelius is another overlooked legend.
Correct.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah. Appreciate you, too, as well. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
Now, see, he's even laughing at y'all clowning me, right?
Hey, man, you put that.
Listen, we got guests in the building. Y'all talking trash around me. Y'all proud of behavior, man.
Hey, see, Don, I'm going to ignore
some comments too.
You did, but I'm going to ignore that anyway, Don. I'm ignoring that.
All right, nah, it jumped on me. Okay, all right, we'll come back to that. And Jenna, you have to understand your purpose and hold true to it. Folks are all
sight, no vision.
All sight, no vision. Damn, that's a quotable right there. Y'all got all sight, no vision. Ew.
Wow.
Come on.
That's a bar. Liz, are you a rapper?
Yeah, that was a Don
Shit,
DeMarco.
was that a rapper?
There's a couple entendres in there.
Yes, it was. That was a URL bar. What was that like?
You.
Yeah, right.
You a Don
Slow
DeMarco.
it down.
All right, so
Right.
Adrian says Shea Moisture messed up when Becky and Karen popped in the commercials. It's like Chad in the Afro Sheen commercial. Yeah, I know they have curly hair too.
Anybody
That's
trying to do that?
hilarious. That's hilarious. All right. Oh, come on, not you too, Elizabeth. Oh man,
Y'all gotta stop that, man.
He
keep
completely.
sweating.
How can y'all be mad at somebody who completely patented a whole lane? Like he patented that whining.
Bad singing lane, whining, bad singing lane.
And look how many
Listen,
got. And
people was
listen,
buying them joints though. I
You
can't lie, man.
You talk about black culture. Just keep sweating on the barbecue. Like he has like black cultural songs. Like
He does.
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna poop on Keith Sweat because never mind. I ain't gonna tell you why I'm not gonna poop on Keith, but Keith Sweat got me a lot of
okay,
attention.
we got you.
Okay. That's on Corey's mixtape. We got it. Latoya says
Definitely on my 90s mixtape.
I'm trying to be intentional about supporting black luxury brands as they emerging to Malik's point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
I gotta get some money so I can get to these black luxury brands. I ain't there yet though.
I love my Made Leather. It's by an attorney. She actually, I think we talked about him before last year. I have a bag, I have a shoulder bag, and I also have a wallet. And the leather's from Morocco, and it's amazing. So I mean,
Nice.
I agree.
Man,
I agree.
Listen, we got a sister coming on the show this week. Has a brand Minky Blue, and it's a black-owned brand as well. She's in Macy's and everything right now, and her bags are crazy. They're phenomenal.
No, nice.
Wait, sorry, there's a whole fire in our comments. Like, ring the alarm. Crystal has to be blocked, y'all.
Huh?
Crystal said that Mary J. Blige can't sing. What is this? What is it?
All right, hold on. We're gonna get to that. Let's get to Crystal's my frustration with us makes me want to say
level up and play.
Then level up where you can play. Hey, I ain't mad at that. I'm one of those people who feels like this is one of those areas you can have to practice emotional intelligence. People are mad and not having the full picture or allowing people to explain or share their reasons/visions before they cancel or shun them.
Agreed.
But to Crystal's point, though, I feel like that's valid across the spectrum right now. I just think that's the era we're in. We're in cancel culture central right now.
Correct. And at the end of the day, this is my baby. This is my brand. I really don't got to talk to y'all about what you plan on doing with my brand and my money.
And that's what Corey started with. It really ain't in our business.
Jimmy got the gallon of lemonade in the back. Wow, that was water. I think that was water you had.
No.
That
Chick-fil-A.
I know that. I thought it was water in the cup.
I do got the gallon of water on deck though. By the way, you can see like and by the way, I'm.
So what? Wait. All right. So what's in the Chick-fil-A cup, man? You're not drinking that lean, are you? That purple. You're not doing Little Wayne. You're not doing Little Wayne out there, are you?
No, I'm not into that. No, man. No impurities go in my body.
Violence. Trojan violence.
So what was in the cup then?
Oh, in a cup? Oh, this right here. This is a little bit of Coke Zero. Some cherry.
Oh, that's an impurity, like a mug.
Jimmy, you did not get that today. You got that at the minimum.
Whoa. First off, this was yesterday that I got the cup, right? But I'm not gonna lie, I reused the cup. I got a can of Coke Zero and put it back in there because this cup tends to keep things cold a lot faster. Because when you go to a plate, no, they ain't cut no check. But I do have.
Listen, did y'all hear the expert analysis breakdown of Chick-fil-A cups? Like, fandom doesn't get. I mean, listen, that's raving fans, but listen, Don Johnson's here for it. Trash.
I'm ignoring Don.
Tastes like warm Colt 45. So clearly, Don is saying that it doesn't work every time.
Listen, as I approach Chick-fil-A for my tasty breakfast tomorrow, I'm going to go live just so I could troll Don.
Okay, but here's the question.
Live from Chick-fil-A.
Dude.
No, don't do that. Nobody wants to see that.
To Billy D. Williams? I mean, he does have the long curly hair.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about somebody else slander? Look at him. He in his bag right now.
Listen, Billy D works fine every time. Colt 45.
You always crying foul, bro. But you be
y'all be abusing me, man. Y'all be abusing me, all of y'all, except for Tracy. She's the only one that's nice to me. But listen, shout outs to Corey for having on that wonderful shirt. that makes up for all that slanderous talk, that crazy talk that he's done. As a matter of fact, he's worn that shirt like 2 times in the last 3 weeks. So shout out to Corey.
I put the I had Tracy shirt on. She wasn't here though. I tried to show Tracy some love, but she didn't show up.
I wasn't there. Thank you.
Real estate is essential.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that.
All right. So Crystal,
all right, let's talk
about this.
I understand what she's saying.
We can't.
Mary's not the greatest singer. If we being honest.
Hold on. That's my Ford sister right there. Like I thought we had a thing, but damn, you just messed it up. I love Mary.
Y'all really think Mary can sing though?
Yes, Mary can sing.
Mary can sing.
Mary can sing.
I guess it depends upon
she can sing, but she can't sing. She can sing.
She can sing, right? So we got like Whitney, we got like Brandy, like they got voices.
Yo,
but
listen.
Mary got more hits than pretty much probably everybody though. Like
I'm gonna tell you somebody who don't get enough credit that can sing their ass off.
There's nobody that can beat Mary J. Blige in the versus battle.
Marsha Ambrose, and first of all, and Marsha Ambrose has probably got just as many hits as Mary. Not like writing hits, not as much as singing hits.
Corey, you think you went too far? I agree with you, but you just went too far.
Listen, you got to look at Marsha Ambrose's writing credits.
Writing credits are amazing.
You got to look at her writing.
I hear you, but we talking about Mary though. It's loving.
You have to look. You just got to look at Marsha Ambrose's writing credits.
I'll do that, and it's not going to be with Mary's. Mary got
all right.
Listen, Butterflies alone proves your point, Corey. However, where are her joints that she actually sung?
I mean, her album that she dropped.
Her album is fire.
Yeah, but ain't no hits on it though. Ain't no hits. Mary got hits, and I love Marsha Ambrosia. I gotta tell you about the night. I gotta tell you about the first time I ever went to the five spot.
All right, I just looked at Marsha Ambrosia's writing credits. Y'all way out of pocket, yo. Mary will run loud.
All right, so listen. Adrian just made a great point about Corey. I'm not going to repeat it though.
Mary got one album with more bangers than Marsha's entire writing catalog. Y'all are bugging right now, yo.
Yeah.
No, go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now too.
Go look it up and apologize.
It's not
what you think.
All right, so let's get to this comment, y'all. Mary is relatable. That's why we love her. Don't shoot me. I love Mary, but it is what it is. And the world of Jasmine Sullivan's, another Philly's own, Brandy, etc. Let's keep it a buck.
In terms of voices, she's right. Voices.
Yeah, but not in terms of hits. And I love Jasmine Sullivan. She's part of. Matter of fact, Jasmine Sullivan's part of that story. The first time I ever saw Jill Scott, Jaguar Wright, Kindred, all of them. First time at the Black Lily. It was a once in a lifetime situation.
Mary can sing though, and that's my beef with the whole thing. She can,
but she can't sing at the level of a Jasmine Sullivan. I get it.
See to that point, but she can sing. Let's not play that game. But she sang. I heard her in the 2001 Divas, and I was like, "Well,
listen, Monica's is dropping a tape. Jimmy only drinks alcohol in Jamaica.
That's an absolute fact. And I'm home, my second home.
Hi, Monica.
Don said Corey got the VHS in the basement.
Too many runs.
Oh, Marsha has too many runs for me. Oh,
she could get her run back.
All right, Keith is Wani. Mary is nasally. I appreciate Mary a lot more though.
Adrian, please stop, Adrian. Listen, man, I gotta share my title Keith Sweat playlist with the audience. Y'all out of pocket, man.
Don't waste your time.
All right, so hold on.
Oh my god.
Latoya says Far Away was a hit. Far Away is a smash.
Far Away is a smash.
Listen, Marsha Ambrosia and Floetry, again, part of that story of the first time at the Five Spot. Black Lily. I love Marsha, but Mary? No.
Dog. Even her writing credits. Like
Mary was an entire movement. She was an entire era.
No. I love Mary.
Right. Mary is still an entire movement.
She's still
yes.
She's part of the story of my first job that I've had. I used to work at the Man Music Center helping to park the cars when I was like 16 and I ain't had no license and I was banging people's cars all up. And listen, they was hiring people to park cars. I was like, all right.
Mary is so legendary that we let her get hateration and holleration off in the song and said nothing about it.
In this history.
In this dance three.
We was with it.
in a
The fact that-
dancery.
The fact that she got all that off shows how legendary she is. Like she got that off. So shout out to Mary.
Yep. We was with it.
So you know how Man Music City is right there in Fairmount Park, and Mary was coming in concert, and I skipped school to go to work, and because I wanted to see Mary J. Blige, and then she pulled up in this black like Hummer thingy, and you know her whole entourage of people pulled up and all that stuff. And then they asked me to park the cars. And then I parked the cars. And then Mary J. Blige walked by me and was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?" And then that was it, because then all the security people just like whisked her away and shit. But you know, that was my first job technically. So,
all right, so let's look at
Pull
this
that
real
flag
quick,
back
y'all.
up though.
That's what. Hold on, that's what we about to do. So Don, is this the flag you talking about, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's it right there.
yo,
Don got a
That's
hanging up.
hard.
That joint is hard body.
that's hard body.
That's hard. Booker T, Frederick Douglass, The Boys. Geez, there's a lot on here.
Yo, I got my idol,
Farrakhan,
Fannie Lou is on there.
Fanny. Yeah, I was about to say Fannie Lou.
Period.
That's
Wow.
Aretha. And by the way, that's Aretha, Don.
Shirley.
With her head wrap.
Mm.
Betty Shabazz,
Mhm.
Dr. Francis Cress Wilson,
Kwame Nkrumah.
Kwame
Claude
Ture.
Anderson, Kwame Ture. Everybody's on
Wow.
there, man.
Wow. Yeah, this is dope. This is dope. Oh, my man from the Olympics.
Nina Simone.
Nina Simone is on
what-
there. Yes, she is.
What's the guy from the
Bob
Olympics?
Marley.
Holiday is on there. Bob Marley.
What's the guy from the Olympics that put the black fist up, Jimmy?
John Carlos.
Tommy,
Yeah.
Tommy Smith and John Carlos.
Tommy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope.
Dr. John Carlos. That's my old head.
That's
Yeah,
that's
he came
dope.
he came to my law school. He spoke, and it was.
Yeah.
Dope. That's
I mean,
dope.
his story is really sad, and actually, you know whose story is actually even more sad is the other. I think he was Australian who was on the
Yeah.
podium.
The
White guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He caught hell.
He caught hell, yeah. And
They all caught hell, but he really caught hell.
yeah, and if you talk to Dr. Carlos, he always talks about that, like, you know, how now he's heralded. He said, but he couldn't get a job, he couldn't feed his family, like he got terrorized. when he
bury
came
him.
home. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Crystal. You just made up for it because I love me some Jill Scott.
Jill Scott is Girls High, okay? Philly's greatest.
Oh, God.
Dr. Jill Scott, she got that new commercial, the Nationwide commercial.
Hey, she getting them checks. I ain't mad at her.
Maybe she open
Get your chip.
let me see that. I ain't gonna say that about the Blues Babe Joan on Broad Street. No, man.
Oh God. All right. So listen, y'all. What do y'all think? What's the next move? Right. So black-owned businesses get to the top. Let's say they get a B or more, right, in revenue every year. What do y'all think should be the next moves? If y'all were in that position, what would you be doing? What would you be thinking about?
Once you sell, you take that and you fund other entrepreneurs in your community.
Correct.
No. I mean, no. You ain't sold yet. You got the business.
Oh.
It's doing a B. What's your next moves? What are you thinking about?
Too many variables.
What business is it though?
Yeah,
right.
what business is it? How is my
What business
going?
is it?
Am I stressed out? Do I want to stop working?
What's the market conditions?
Yeah.
Like, there's 1,000 questions that need to be answered before I got to decide whether I'm selling them.
But I'm going to interview because I'm going to see if I even have an opportunity to sell to someone. If somebody aligns with my business's mission and purpose, because even at the end of the day, whether market conditions or not, if you're not in alignment and you won't continue the legacy of the business, or I can at least, hope for you to continue the legacy of the business, then I don't have any prospects. So I think that's kind of the beginning of, who do I pass this baton to?
All right. If MSNBC say we're gonna give you $100 million for Ivy Invest,
It's gone.
out of here like Vladimir. So, and they not continuing no damn legacy of nothing.
You shake your head and
They're
say
not
no.
continuing no legacy of nothing. You out of there.
I'm not doing that.
Whoa.
100 M's.
Hey, I don't know how
100
Tyrone feels about that.
Do not care. My
Okay.
mission of the Ivy Investor is to educate Black women.
Okay.
MSNBC.
You can't educate a lot more Black women with $100 million.
I mean, but that's what the Ivy Investor is. Like, if you want to take something else I do, absolutely. That's my baby, and I'm attached to it. I am. I'm being honest.
You can educate a lot more women with $100 million.
Absolutely.
All right, so hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Jimmy and Corey. Viacom comes with $100 million. Can they buy the hood?
I'm gonna tell you from the rip, and let me tell you why though.
Feed a lot of black families.
Yeah, because it's money going right into the streets.
It's not going to stop the work. That's the thing. It's not going to stop the work.
There's money going right into the streets.
As my favorite quote from my favorite poet, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
There you go.
If I did it once and I sold it, I can do it again and create it and sell it again. So if you buy it from me, you don't take it from me. Because I'm the one with the sauce.
Facts.
But nobody say I don't have sauce. Like, that's not what my point was. My point is the Ivy Investor itself. That is the mission of the Ivy Investor itself.
Listen, I learned from Theodore.
My thing is, you can continue that mission.
Everybody has a price.
All right, so hold on, y'all. Don't talk over each other.
No, I learned from Theodore DiBiase that everybody has a price. Maybe we just hit your price with $100 million, but there is a price. Everybody has a price.
That's fair. Maybe $100 million is not enough.
But let me tell you something. Offer us for $100 million for first of all. Yeah, offer us $100 million because the work is going to be enhanced.
The work is never going to stop.
It's going to get enhanced now because now
anything else will be uncivilized.
Yo, because if you think I'm wild now, imagine me with $100 million.
Oh my God!
If you think I'm wild now,
that's when we got to start saying protect Corey because he's going to be saying stuff to try to get him assassinated.
Yo, listen,
protect Corey at all costs.
Protect Corey.
You can't give me no $100 million and turn me loose on the world. You just can't do it.
I'm like, y'all crazy. That's why I'm listening to all this. I'm like, I'm not here to do none of this work to still be pushing a RAV4.
Yeah.
Not doing it. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make money. I'm here to level up. I'm here to, if we sell an Ivy Investor, maybe it's invest the Ivy now. If we selling buy the hood, maybe it's learn to build the hood now. Like, what is y'all talking about? Like, this isn't about leveling up. Nobody's here to stay in the same spot.
The Investor Ivy. That's pretty funny. The Investor Ivy.
I love it. Even though we know all those clauses, will come with a non-compete for a certain number of years. But to Tracy's point, after that's up, we get the what was it? The Ivy. What was it again, Tracy?
The Investor Ivy.
Investor Ivy. Yeah, I'm here for it. Here for it.
So you guys said every so often you guys will change my mind on something. So
God. It's about to rain. Is the moon orange?
So Corey changed my mind a couple of months ago because I always said whenever I don't have a whole bunch of debt, but whenever I get debt, whenever I get a large chunk of money, I just pay off everything, which is cool. But it's like, how are my assets, and even as an investor, how are my assets being most productive? Now I have an emotional desire and need to pay off debt because that's just how I'm wired. But is that the best use of my money when I get a large lump sum? It's not. So I just think, shout out to Corey because he pushed back. He did some pushing back on me a couple of months ago. I don't think he realized he did some pushing back on me a couple of months ago. But I do think about that now. Now I still may pay off some debt and I'll just say I don't care. But at least I'm thinking about it. You know what? Is this the best use?
Yep. There you go.
Okay, so let's get to some more of these comments before we wrap up and get out of here. All right, Talisha says, look for MA. What was that?
Mergers and acquisitions with black businesses, or to strategically find supply chain gaps to invest and collaborate with.
Correct. If they exist in that space and they can operate under the dollar amount that makes sense for me to let it go, let's do it.
Alexis said, "Look, 100 million, she's out."
What's up, Alexis? How you doing? Welcome. You ain't been here in a while. How you been?
Go on, Alexis. We going.
Yeah, going.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yes.
Immediately.
Oh,
Or fund somebody to start one. So
Thank you, Monica. They're not buying your mission. Exactly.
Yeah, they can't get the sauce.
No, what I won't be is solid. That's the whole thing. You can't give me like if y'all think I'm all over the place acting wild now, y'all won't be able to get me off of nowhere.
All right, so what's up, Jose? How you been? All right, since he's with Corey on this, with the resources gained, we can create something else that affects so many, many more.
Absolutely.
And that's what Bob Johnson did. That's what Richard Lou Dennis did. It seems to be pretty consistent.
Hey,
Alexa says you are the secret sauce. Facts.
That's a t-shirt right there. The secret sauce is you.
Yes.
Yep.
Can we get a Protect Corey shirt though?
Protect Corey! Yes. Come on, y'all. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I want one. I want a Protect Corey shirt by the hood.
Coming soon. We're gonna get that out there this week. Protect Corey.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
I might wear that on Saturday, y'all.
Elizabeth with the bars. My ancestors died so I could flourish. Absolutely.
Flourish, honey.
Corey will say something to make them rethink giving that money. Yeah, those male sapiens.
Hey, I'm so glad to hear this, Alexis.
Okay, Alexis, what's your business? I didn't know that.
How can we support you, Alexis?
Right. She's in BC. She's an attorney because you know the attorneys are fly.
Oh, okay. What kind of law?
Okay. Lawyer gang.
Business. Like I know she doesn't do trademarks. I forgot. We did an event maybe about 3 years ago. Everything was together because of COVID. And we were all kind of on a panel talking about generational wealth and
y'all were hard money lender.
Oh, okay. She got that chick. She got that chicken. That's what we talking about.
Yeah. Chicken Little over here. She got money.
We gotta talk, Alexis.
Money.
All right, so Latoya says had a t-shirt at the event on Saturday, and yes, Tracy, heavy bars drop. All right, Epic Impact Investors.
Okay, checking it out.
Latoya, you coming out Saturday, right?
Oh, I'm at the mall. It's going down. Meet me at the club.
Real quick, everybody, we out there Saturday. And we'll be in Delaware, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We all going back to back to back. Like it's gonna be crazy, right?
It is.
Back to back.
Facts.
So Latoya will be in the
where y'all at on Saturday?
The Monopoly investor.
I'm gonna put. I'll have it for the you can pull it up.
Pull the joint up. I
got you. It's already there. It's already there.
Investment Blueprint Monopoly.com.
All right, so this is hold on, y'all. This is Alexa's website.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I like the fact we got black folks right in the front page.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
From it. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh, and let's not forget about the law firm.
EnterpriseEsquire.com.
Love it.
What's going on?
Congrats, Alexis. That's awesome.
Nice.
Dope. All right, so Latoya says she's going to be there.
Nice.
Elizabeth is going to be there.
Oh, yes.
I might have to come through.
Come through, Liz. Let's do it.
Oh, Curtis May is in the
room. Curtis.
Yo, what's going
on?
What's
up, Curtis?
How are you?
Welcome.
Legend.
All right, talk about investing. Need black folks to be the bank and invest in hard money loans. Hey, I ain't mad at that. Makes a lot of sense.
The whole conversation about being our own bank.
Listen, that's all me and Corey do. Me and Corey.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know what a bank look like. I take money out for myself.
We got our own banks over here. That's what we do. But anyway, that's dope though. Shout to y'all coming through on Saturday. That's gonna be amazing, man. And shout to Curtis too, who's also been on the By the Hood podcast. I'm gonna put that out there.
Sure.
Curtis is an OG in the game.
And by the way, Curtis, I don't know when it drops. Like I've been on Curtis's podcast too, which was fire. We had an amazing conversation. So
now Curtis's podcast is Practical Wealth, I believe. I think he just had Janelle Wilson on.
Yes, it is. But that's the
Real Life Monopoly, Claymont, Delaware.
All right, so we got 5 days. Let's see, how much is this? $299 for the full conference. So the whole day.
Yeah, y'all getting a steal, man.
Yeah, you see, you see the folks who are a part of this stuff.
In Crown Plaza, Wilmington North.
Give me 1 second. All right, so we got Jimmy.
With the Corona curls.
Well, first of all, you're supposed to start at the top. They got me and Courtney at the bottom for a reason. You're supposed to start at the top and work your way down, man. Why are you going opposite, man?
Look, Attila Blair, Dwayne Johnson. Oh, look at that pink.
Yeah, she got it. She gonna sit right in the middle of the page and body us all with the pose and everything.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death.
That pose.
Got Corey. Got the Haitian CEO. All right, Jackson Rental Homes, Benicia.
Yo,
y'all rolling heavy.
those two young brothers at the top, yo, they get busy, yo.
They do.
They get absolutely busy.
They get busy.
Definitely do.
But
Definitely.
they just flying in from Texas, so she's a powerhouse too. Everybody on there doing their thing, so this is gonna be amazing.
Yep. Agreed.
That's gonna be amazing. So
$300, you are stealing. Just to be in the room, you're stealing.
Just to be in the room.
yeah, but make sure who those that come out, make sure you pull up on it so we can get some pictures and whatnot for the Black Wealth Project page.
Oh yeah, we need photos. All our Black Wealth Project supporters, make sure y'all come see us so we can get y'all in a photo op that we can put on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm working on my
get out of here.
captions right now. I'm thinking about my IG captions right now. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before we get out of here, Tracy just shared something with us that she's doing.
Yeah, got to
Back on.
continue.
What are you doing over there, Kamari? What is this? What is going on?
Courtney, if I didn't tell you today, I love you. That's all. I want to say something else. Tyrone's in the captions, and I don't feel like it.
I love you, buddy.
Yo, that was the most venomous "I love you" I've ever heard in my life.
Listen,
That was dripping with venom.
That was a violent I love you.
Yeah, because
That joke was
I
venomous.
wanted to say something else, but I couldn't. Black Jesus had to take the wheel. All right, so listen, Tracy. What oh my God, I hate these people.
You okay there? You all right?
What are you doing there, Tracy? $100 million is all I see.
Yeah, so I forgot to share this with y'all, but this was a development fund that was come out of a synergy and a partnership with Black developers in Philly that found a bit of a market gap where we don't have a lot of people that will loan to smaller investors and smaller Black developers. So they banded together as larger ones to create $100 million fund to basically target and be able to aim to assist small flippers, small rehabbers, spot lot developers, as well as people who are looking to kind of get the next leg up in Philly to do real estate development. So, and Mosaic Development Partners is a part of this partnership.
Nice.
Speaking of that, we got to talk off air. I got some properties that, and I'm definitely a small developer.
Yes.
Nice.
That
We
is
got a couple
dope.
more comments too, Kamari. I don't know if you but I agree with Alexis too. That whole idea of passive real estate investing. That's something we definitely have to do, and that's why it's important to have a project like that, Tracy.
Yep.
To help the small.
Yo, did you see that number though? 100 M's. Like that's not no small number.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
100 M's is the number of the night. It seems like, y'all.
Right?
Yes.
Keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. So, congratulations, Tracy, and congratulations everybody that's involved in that project.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
know that's going to bear a lot of major fruit.
All right, so Curtis said 2 weeks. All right, so that's y'all gonna hear about that in 2 weeks when my episode with Curtis dropped because we was, politicking.
Yeah, I saw that picture. I was like, where did Curtis get that picture of Jimmy from?
Politics
That's an
as
old school
usual.
joint.
Yeah. Well, no, you talking about the other joint I was. Just
No, you was talking about wealth.
You talking about Tank. I just did Tank show.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I was like, who that?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. That's my.
so listen.
That's James. But I'm sorry.
I love Tank.
The whole team is superstars, y'all. So listen, we got to protect Corey, but we got to protect all of us. So on that note, we're going to be out. We're going to see y'all next week, next Sunday, 7 p.m.
See y'all on Saturday. See y'all on
Saturday
It's
first.
always an honor and pleasure to have y'all here. So again, we appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Later.
See y'all next week. Bye.